Hey everyone, welcome. Today I've decided I wanted to play with a few of the new items I picked up. I picked up the Charlotte Tilbury Matte Blush Wand. I've got it on my face today. I also picked up the Hermes Bullet Lipstick. I wanted to put to the test my Tom Ford and my DIOR concealers and see which one of these that I liked more and which one wore better throughout the day, so that's what I'm doing. I also picked up, last but not least, the Adept Cosmetics had a mystery box, the La Cienega palettes, and played with this today. This is what the palette looks like. Let me see if I can hold it up here without breaking it. And this is kind of the look we came up with. More of a pinky, grungy, smoky look. So yeah, if you want to see how I got this look, just keep watching. Okay, well, let's just get started. I am going to be skipping through some of this just because I have a couple of new things that I do want to try. One of them is the new Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Matte Beauty Blush Wand. I got the shade Pink Pop and I'm going to be trying that out. But I also wanted to do a concealer test. I want to put my DIOR Forever Skin Correct up against the Tom Ford Traceless Matte Concealer. My favorite one so far is the DIOR Forever. And I want to see how it wears against the Tom Ford because I really did enjoy the Tom Ford the other day when I did it. When I wore it, and I just want to see which one wears a little bit better, which one looks better at the end of the day, and which one I like really. I like both, so I guess that doesn't really count. So let's just get started. I'm going to use my Huda Beauty Glowish Blur Jam primer. It's not my favorite primer, but I have liked it so far. Okay, moving on to concealer. I'm going to use my DIOR Forever on this left side of my face and the Tom Ford on the right side of my face. And I just want to see how they hold up against each other. I've got my DIOR in 2CR. The Tom Ford is in 1C0 Silk. I'm going to use my Sigma F67 on the left side of my face and then just kind of wipe it off and use it on the right side of my face. Take any excess, pat it around a couple other areas. Whatever's left over on my brush. Shade's a little bit darker than my foundation. I think I can make it work though. I think I like that. I'm gonna wipe off my brush, get all that excess product off. It's definitely looking a little bit darker than my foundation. Maybe I should have used a slightly darker shade of foundation. The Tom Ford concealer definitely matches my foundation a little bit better. All right, moving on. I'm going to powder just a little bit. Okay, moving on now. The part that I am most excited about is trying out the new Charlotte Tilbury matte blush wand. And I wasn't really sure if I wanted the pink shade more or the coral shade, but I went ahead and chose the pink shade. I haven't even swatched this yet. Ooh, is it a twist? Oh, it is, okay. Oh my, I'm excited. Okay, let's see. Ooh, it's a pretty color. Oh my gosh. Let's see. How do I want to use this? Do I want to just... Okay. Let's start with that for now. Oh, get my hair in my face. Oh my gosh, that's a beautiful color. I like that. Ooh, this is my Wayne Goss number 2 brush. Oh, I like that a lot. Was that too much? No, no such thing as too much blush. No such thing. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I'm gonna have to buy the other 2 shades. The corally color and the red color. That's the 2 I want. Maybe I'll just get one for now. Maybe I'll just get the coral. But the pink shade is beautiful. I just don't think it's gonna match my eye makeup I have planned today. Maybe I'll just figure something out to make it work. I might have to buff this side down a bit. I feel like I used more on this side than I did this side. Bring it up a bit. I just feel like bringing my blush up a bit on this side gives it more of a youthful look. I like the way it looks when I kind of build it up over here on this side and towards my eye a bit. I like it. Maybe I'll just build up this side with whatever's kind of left on that. Okay. Interesting. Okay then. I'm kind of put it on the back of my hand here. Build it up a little bit on this side. Although I think I'm gonna have to end up buffing this out because I used too much. But I can't help myself. It's not disrupting my foundation. It's sitting on top of my Foundation, okay. I didn't set my foundation because I wanted to go in with this and I wasn't sure if it would layer okay over powder. I did set my under eyes though, and it looks okay on top of the powder for my under eyes. Oh, I just want to use more. It's so pretty. That's really easy to use. I'm gonna have to kind of buff it out a bit, but it's really, really easy. Although on camera it doesn't look too bad. Or does it? I don't think it does. I think it looks okay. It's layering over the powder on my under eyes okay. Ooh, I got something itchy on my face though. Interesting. Okay. I am actually going to move on a bit. I think what I want to do before I use a highlighter is powder some. I've got my Blend Bunny highlighter palette here I want to use, but before I do that, I think I'm just going to go ahead and powder. And kind of buff it down a bit. I'm going to use my Huda 01 brush. I believe it's a 01. I might have to double check that. If it's not, I'll put it in the description box. Okay, I'm liking where it's at right now. I think what I'm going to do though, before I use any lipstick, is I'm going to do my eyes first. I like to save my lipstick and my brows for last. It's just the way I like to do it. And I'm going to try out, ooh, a new to me lipstick. I bought the Hermes Beige Naturel lipstick, and it's just absolutely beautiful. I'm so excited to use this one. This is what the bullet looks like. It's magnetic, it's a little weighty, it feels incredible. I love this, it's so beautiful. It even has the H at the top. I'm not sure if you can see that too well. Oh, it's gorgeous. So we're gonna use that. I'm actually going to save it though until after I'm finished with my eye makeup, and then I'll be back. Okay, let's get into it. Today we're gonna be using the Adept Cosmetics Cienega. I can't pronounce it. I'm not even going to try to. Palette. This was their mystery box palette, and this is what the inside of it looks like. Just gonna be trying to play with a little bit of the more neutral tones today. Something easy, something that might actually match my face makeup. I've already done my brows off camera. I used the new Melt brow gel and their ultra fine pen. They were on sale for Valentine's Day, so I bought them both. I do like the brow gel. The brow gel's holding up okay so far. And the brow pen works with my hair. I don't know if it'd work with anybody else's shade of hair, who might be blonde or more brunette, but I do like the pen. It's very fine point. It actually worked really, really well for me. I'm gonna go ahead and prep my eyes though, and then we will get started. So I think what I want to do is use my, oh, that's what I want. I want to use, oh, I'm going to use my ABH primer for this, and I'm just going to kind of blend that all over my eye. Put a little bit here and here. I've been using my Kaleidos primer the most lately. Just want to mix it up a bit. So today I'm just going to go with this one, make the shades pop a little bit more. And it's actually about 5:30 in the afternoon. I've had my face makeup on since 2 o'clock this afternoon. Had a couple errands pop up, and then I got the worst headache, so I chose to take a nap. eyes are primed. What do I want to start with? You know what? I think I want to start with the red shade. The red shade's calling to me. I think I want to start with that red shade Lynx and just kind of buff that all over the eyes. I'm going to take my Refer 01 brush. I'm just going to place that all over my eyes. If you hear my son downstairs, I apologize. He's 3. What are you going to do about it? Alright, now that I have that sort of the way I want it, I'm going to go in with that Refer 27 brush, and I'm going to go ahead and take the shade Bel Air right above it. It's more of a pinky, cool pinky tone. Just going to get a little bit of that on my brush. I'm just going to go buffing around the edges a bit. It's sort of blending away that red more than I hoped it would. So we'll go back in and build that up. But moving on for now, I'm going in with the darkest shade in the palette, and I'm just going to build that up all over my eye. I'm going to take another Refer 01 brush and just pick up that black in the palette, and just kind of place it all over my eye for one of these shimmer shades. I really want those shimmer shades to be impactful. We're going to go back into that original red shade and just kind of build it up a bit. I'm going to go back into that Refer 27 brush with no additional shadow and just kind of blend out those edges a bit more. So now I'm going to go in with some NYX glitter glue, and I'm just going to kind of place it all over my eye. I'm going to take a Sigma F70 brush. It's a concealer brush, and I'm just going to kind of pat some of this glitter glue all over my lid. And then I'm going to go in with one of these shimmer shadows with that one. I'm just going to use that same brush I used for the Glimmer Craft glue and pick up some of Santa Monica Boulevard. This shade in the palette. Oh, well, this brush is not wanting to pick it up the way I want it to, so maybe I'll just use my finger. Just kind of press it in so I don't have as much fallout. And I'll brush that away. Okay, so I think what I'll do is that matte Wilshire shade here next to the red. And just kind of place that in the front and make my lid the focal point of this. I'm going to use my Sonia G Builder Pro. And just kind of build it up there in the front of my lid. Do a matte inner corner. Oh, no. Fall out there first. Okay, there we go. Don't know what I was thinking. I'm going to place this shade Wilshire all over the front of my lid and just kind of do a matte inner corner. Okay, now I'm going to bring some of that, let's see, I've got still a little bit of that black still right there underneath my eyes, but that's okay because I'm going to use some of that black anyway and place that underneath my eye in this corner. Just kind of like bring it in about halfway, and then I'm going to take that original Refer 27 brush and lightly tap into the Lynx shade from the beginning, just lightly, just a little bit, and try to blend out around the edges here very softly. Oh, wait a minute, I didn't even use that brush for that. Oh, terrible. Did not use that. Let's kind of get rid of some of that shadow off the brush here and just kind of buff it out some with Bel Air. There we go. That's better. Give me just a second here, see if I can perfect that eye. Okay, that's a little bit better. I kind of cleaned up around the edges just a bit. I'm going to go back in with that black and just kind of like build it up on that outer corner some. not too much, and just kind of help bring it around the edge here very softly. Now I am going to one last time go back into that original 01 brush with the red on it and just kind of gently buff around those edges. Already looking a lot better. Kind of make sure I stay in frame a little bit better. That's a lot better. Something just isn't working with that inner corner though, so maybe what I'll do is go ahead and put on some liner and mascara. Just gonna come back. So what I want to do is go ahead and finish this eye, bring it up to speed, and then figure out what I can do with that inner corner, make it pop a little bit better. So I'm gonna do that off of camera and then I'll come back. Okay, I'm back. That was just a whole mess. What can you do about it? There's not a whole lot that I can do about it. But I did this eye off camera, and part of the issue that I had with this eye was just that I blended out the black just a little too far out, more than I wanted to. Kind of muddied it up a bit. This eye definitely turned out a lot better. Oh my god, I've got hair all over the place. Definitely turned out a lot better. Easier to work with there. Didn't have as many issues. Part of my problem was I used the wrong brush on my lower eyes there, lower eyelid. Speaking of which, let me kind of buff this. Ooh, don't make the same mistake. Buff that out just a little bit more. I went ahead and put in my waterline a neutral color eyeliner. I used the Melt Water Slick Eye Pencil in the shade Ivory just to kind of brighten everything up a bit. And I also use the Half Lashes by Melt called Johnny. I just got these during their sale as well. These are, I love them. They're just beautiful. I feel like they were so easy to put on. And I didn't have any problems placing them or anything like that. So I enjoy them. They worked for me. I think the next time I use these though, I'll use the Leo lashes, just because I really want to see what they look like. I wasn't intentionally going for a more grunge, smoked out look, but that's sort of just what happened, so I rolled with it. I didn't have anything in the palette that I wanted to use on my inner eye. I mean, the palette itself doesn't have a whole lot of shimmers, and the rest of these shimmers are all on the bluer side. Even the brighter Manhattan Beach here is more of a bluey base to it. I wasn't wanting anything that would have a blue tone to it at all. So I stuck with that what shade was it? That matte shade called Wilshire, and just used that on both of my inner eyes there. It pretty much matches my skin tone, so I like it. It wasn't the original look that I was going with. It's definitely a very smoked out grunge look, so oh well. I still love a grunge look. And then we're gonna move on now to lips. Oh, and I think I forgot to mention for mascara, I used my MACStack. I actually hit pan, finished it, the last tube that I had. I completely finished it. I was so happy that I finished it because I don't go through mascara as quickly as I'd like before it dries out. And that last one I used definitely finished it. It was wonderful. So moving on to lips, I've got my new Hermes lipstick that I want to use. I'm not really sure which liner I want to use with it yet, so I'm just going to kind of swatch through these liners and see which one would match the best. Maybe I'll just swatch the lipstick here. It's the tone of the lipstick. So let me just swatch a few of these liners out that I have on my hand to see which one kind of works with it the best. I think I'll go with the Rimmel. Okay, we're gonna use my Rimmel liner in the shade 110 Spice. I'm gonna line my lips with this and just kind of make just more of a neutral pinky look. Let's see here if I can do this on camera without making a mess. Okay, I'm going in with that shade Beige Naturel, and I'm just gonna kind of blend it into my liner. Ooh, that is soft. Ooh, 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 that's soft. It's a lot darker than I thought. Oh, that feels nice. I'm I am not mad at that shade. Let me just perfect my lip off camera and then I'll come back. Okay, let's talk about these products. I gotta say, first and foremost, I love this Hermes lipstick. I love it. I love it. I love it. I can't stop staring at it. It's so beautiful. I am very, very pleasantly surprised by the formula. 100% going to buy a new shade. And this is their matte formula. It didn't feel nearly as dry as I was expecting it to feel. It's very, very soft and comfortable. Super expensive. I think I paid almost $70 for it, so probably won't be getting another shade anytime soon. The Adept palette, I'm not even going to pronounce the name. Was not expecting to do a pinky grungy look today. It is what it is. But I think I'll do another look tomorrow and stick to this side of the palette. Do something with the more neutral and bluer shades. The formula is incredible. They don't really have a matte heavy palette in their lineup anyway, so I'm glad that I picked it up in the mystery box. Don't really know what to say about the liners. Don't really have anything much I want to say. There wasn't anything I wanted to do with them today, but I think what I'll do tomorrow is incorporate at least one of the liners in my eye look tomorrow. The Melt Brow Gel is holding up pretty well right now. I'll have to see how they hold up throughout the rest of the evening, but for right now, I like them. My brows look really nice actually. And then I did use their pen. Where is it? I did use the brow pen, if I can find it somewhere over here. Maybe where did I throw it? I don't even know where I put it. The brow pen itself, I actually found that one easier to use than my NYX pen, and I use my NYX pen for my brows more than the other pens that I have. And brows are kind of hit or miss for me anyway, so I think I'm going to keep using that one for the time being. What was the Charlotte Tilbury blush wand? I don't own her contour wand, and I don't own the highlight wands. They were never really interesting enough to me to want to pick them up, but the blush wand, that one, yeah, I'm just gonna pick up the Peach Pop wand next time I go shopping for the blush wands. Really, really impressed by this. Really impressed by how easily it smoothed out, how easily I blended everything out over my cheeks here. I'm thoroughly impressed. The highlighter palette, I've had the highlighter palette for so long. It's heavy glitter, but it's smooth and it's not really texturizing or anything like that. I have all of the Blend Bunny palettes to begin with, and I already know that I like it, but I wanted more of a sparkle highlight anyway, and I like sparkle, natural highlights, whatever you want to call them, everything under the sun. I love all highlights, and I think there's a time and a place even for more sparkly highlights. So this palette, I love it. It's beautiful, but it's my first